What is going on, guys? It's Extreme here, and I am back with another episode of my Road to Max Prestige. And for those of you that are new around here, good lord, I'm already tongue-tied and twisted. Actually, this is my second attempt at this commentary, so bear with me. The first attempt I overran big time. But I bring on new episodes of this series every single day at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Of course, you can also follow me on Facebook or Twitter if you want to know when these episodes go live and when any other videos I post go up on my channel, and when I do other things like announcements and updates and stuff that don't really require a video to do. Anywho, today I told you guys I was going to tell you a story about this one time when I was working. Now, to be fair, there have been many stories like this that have happened while I was working a normal 9-to-5 job. I seem to acquire a bunch of stories, and I've noticed that you guys really like these stories. And for the record, these are not bullshit. All of this shit has actually happened to me in my life. I wish I could make some of this stuff up. This has all actually happened to me. But this story takes place back when I was working at Toys R Us. Now, for those of you that remember, when I worked at Toys R Us was where I also injured my back pretty bad and was unable to do a lot of things and had to retire from wrestling. Yes, I used to be a pro wrestler, for those of you new around here. I was never famous. I never wrestled for WWE or TNA or any other company. In fact, I never wrestled outside of... Yeah, long story, short answer, I'm nobody. So, that said, I was working at Toys R Us at the time, and this is after I'd had to officially retire because I already knew my back was fucked, but I kept doing my normal job, knowing full well I was risking permanent paralysis and the health of yours truly. Anywho, that came out so fucked up, but screw it, I'm gonna go with it. So, while I was working there, I'd come across a lot of crazy people, do a lot of crazy shit when I worked there, and I will share some of those other stories with you guys later. But, considering this is gonna be one of the last, random ass dirty stories I'm gonna tell for a little while, I gotta go with it. So, while I was working there, I had a coworker who was about 51-ish years old. Wasn't a bad-looking woman. Yes, she's a woman. Okay. And before you start getting pervy, just listen to the fucking story, okay? You dirty-minded individuals. So, she and I would hang out and just talk and, chit-chat, whatever. One day, we've been doing this for like a month or so, because when I would take a break, I'd go outside, sit down, have a cigarette, because this is back when I smoked cigarettes, and we're sitting there talking, just nonchalant, and for some strange reason, we started talking about fake titties. I have no clue why we went into this subject, it just happened, and we're talking about fake titties, and I'm telling her how I've never, I've seen fake titties, but I've never felt a fake titty. I've never had one like inches from my face. I've never had one in my mouth. Okay, this is getting real dirty. But, I'm being honest with her. I'm telling her, my experience, and she's like, oh, okay, cool, right on. And then for no apparent reason, she's like, oh, I have fake tits. I've got breast implants. And I'm like, wait, what? Seriously? And she's telling me about how when she was younger, in her 20s, she had worked as a stripper. She had the body for it, okay? 51 years old, still look good. Alright, I'm gonna be honest. So, I'm thinking, okay, cool. I know she's a grandma and all that stuff, but she's... What is it? Is it GILF? I think that's what it's called. Yeah, definitely. Definitely a GILF, alright? But, we're sitting there talking, and she casually says, maybe one day I'll show you. And I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. Totally not believing a word she just said, but I'm like, alright, fuck it, I'll go with it. So... a couple weeks go by, and we wind up going, okay, let me get this straight, because you can already tell this is going somewhere, right? So, one day she comes to me and says, hey, when you go on your break, come find me. I'll take a break too. And I'm like, okay. So, when I go on my first break, I say nothing, because I'm like, I'm just going to go smoke a cigarette real fast, because there's really nothing to do, and I'm really just sitting up there doing nothing, but officially I can't do anything. I worked in the stockroom, and I'm not supposed to be on the floor unless I'm doing something on the floor, which I wasn't. So I was just chilling in the back, minding my own business, pretending not to be doing anything. Or actually, I was pretending to be doing something, but in reality, I was pretending not to be doing anything, so maybe someone would give me something else to do. I was bored as fuck. Didn't happen. Anyways, so she tells, you know, like I said, she told me to come tell her. I do. And she says, okay, well, clock out for your lunch. Because I told her I was going on lunch. She said, clock out for your lunch and meet me up in the stockroom. There's a lot of privacy in my stockroom, for the record. And I know this because I've done stuff in there, or had done stuff in there. And so I said, okay, cool. Thinking nothing of it. Now, technically, I'm supposed to go away from the floor or the stockroom when I go on lunch, but I go up to the stockroom. I sneak back in. And it's not that hard to sneak back in. No one's paying a fucking attention. So I get back in the stockroom. I go to the secret corner, which everyone knew about. If you want to make out with somebody or do something illegal, there's one corner you can do it at and not get caught. Unless, of course, I'm working, and then you're probably going to get caught because I paid attention to that corner. Anyways. So, oh God, I'm going to regret this. So I go back to the corner, and she's kind of looking all cautiously, and I'm like, okay, what's going on? She's like, okay, stay right there. And I'm like, okay. She turns around for a minute, fidgets with something. I have no idea what she's doing. She turns back around and goes, okay. And then she undoes her shirt, because if anyone's ever been to Toys R Us, you know that, at least, I don't know if they still do it, but they used to have button-down shirts. She undoes the whole shirt and full-on just, like, puts her tits out there for the world to see. And I'm like, wait, what? Like, is this really happening to me right now? Like, damn, these look good. No bullshit. 51 years old. Look like 21-year-old titties. Fucking beautiful. Anyways, she then goes on to tell me it's okay if I touch them or whatever. Literally, not joking. I could literally molest her. And I did. And if not for the fact that she had to get back to work, I probably would have done something with a gilf right there in the store. Just saying. Anyways, so that's just one of the odd things that's happened to me over the years when I had a normal 9-to-5 job. Thank you guys for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this story. If you did, let me know in the comments below. Also, hit me up with a like if you want, and a share maybe if you really liked it. Anyways, I will see you guys tomorrow for another one. So until next time, adios. On Advanced Warfare, they've been very sparse with the information. They've kind of, you know, they've told us a lot about the campaign without revealing too much about it. But I don't know. I just want more. I want some substance. I want some kind of, like, well, excuse me. First off, I want to know what the co-op feature is going to be. Of course, I want to know what multiplayer is. I want more info. More. Give me more. God damn it. Alright, that was stupid. But no, I mean, I really want to know more about the next Call of Duty. And the sooner we can get it, the happier I will be. But right now,